Breathing is the most overlooked skill. It's also the easiest and the most accessible and most discreet. I mentioned discreet because it's important. It's worth noting that sometimes anxiety can, we don't want other people to see us struggling with it. So if we're in class or we're at practice or we're at home or maybe feeling anxiety isn't very safe, we're not just going to sit in the middle of the living room or class or practice and start squeezing lemons. No. This one you can do very discreetly. There's many different types of breathing. Let's not get lost in the weeds. There's the box breathing, there's the tracing over your hand, your palm of your hand as you're breathing in and out to kind of help you hold and release the breath. There's the blowing out the candle, blowing out a balloon. The moral of the story is you're going to want to slow down your breathing because when we feel very stressed and anxious, our body unconsciously starts almost hyperventilating or breathing very rapidly. When we breathe rapidly, the oxygen doesn't we don't our brain doesn't get enough oxygen, doesn't get enough fuel. So then we start to feel really tense in our I usually feel tense in like my stomach area, my chest, and almost feel a little bit lightheaded and shortness of breath, and that's cuz my brain is like, "Yo, I need more oxygen." However, we don't get rather than bring ourselves back into our body and start breathing, we typically start to worry about the effects of our brain not getting enough oxygen. That's called the cycle of panic. We'll get to that maybe in the next one. However, rather than getting worried and trying to problem solve your way out of anxiety in your brain, tap into what you can do right now and just breathe. Relaxing your body is the number one way to relax your brain. Stressing out your body is the number one way to stress out your brain, and vice versa. So, the biggest thing that I remember, that I try to remember, is just breathing in at least 3 deep breaths. If this is new to you, I usually start with 10. So it's in through the nose. You'd like to hold it, or you want to hold it for a little bit at the top, and then blow it out like you're blowing out a birthday candle. And you might ask, well, why? That seems like a weird way to breathe. Why don't I just go? Because that doesn't help. You need it to be slow. You need to give it the oxygen time to reach your brain, and then to soak it all up, and then slowly let it out. And you might even notice that you might even start to become aware of your heart rate, your heartbeat, and you'll notice as you breathe slower and slower, not too slow because you still need to breathe, you'll feel your heartbeat slow down. And you might even start to notice some of these physical sensations starting to become a little bit more calm.